When we talk about self-care, most people immediately think about spa days, face masks, or occasional indulgences. While these practices can feel good, they barely scratch the surface of what true self-care is. Real self-care is a deliberate act of self-respect, a daily commitment to honoring your body, mind, and presence in the world. Viktor Frankl, the renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, taught us that meaning and purpose are central to our survival and fulfillment. One of the most profound ways to cultivate this meaning is through caring for your own appearance. This might sound superficial at first glance, but it's far from vanity. It's a quiet declaration of your self-worth, a foundational step in building resilience and motivation. Appearance is the most immediate reflection of how you value yourself. When you dress with care, groom yourself thoughtfully, and present yourself intentionally, you're sending a message, not only to others, but to your own subconscious, that you are worth the effort. Think of it as a psychological anchor. Just like athletes wear uniforms to enter a mindset of focus and determination, your personal grooming and style become cues for your mind to step into confidence, discipline, and readiness. When you look in the mirror and see a version of yourself that is intentional, polished, and presentable, you activate a subtle yet powerful sense of pride and accountability. Consider this: even in challenging situations, those who maintain a sense of self-respect through their appearance often carry themselves differently. A neat, composed exterior does not eliminate fear or struggle, but it does act as a psychological buffer. It reminds you that despite difficulties, you are capable, you are dignified, and you are deserving of opportunities. This principle is tied closely to Frankl's core belief that even in the most extreme adversity, the way you choose to respond defines your freedom. By caring for yourself in the small, silent ways, your posture, your clothing, your grooming, you reinforce the inner message that you have control over how you engage with the world, regardless of external circumstances. Practical steps are deceptively simple but remarkably effective. Start by creating a morning routine that prioritizes grooming, dress, and movement. Invest in clothes that make you feel confident and reflect your personal style. Pay attention to small details: clean shoes, neat hair, even the way you carry yourself. These actions aren't about impressing others. They are a daily ritual of self-respect. Over time, these small, consistent acts build a habit loop that trains your mind to associate self-care with self-esteem. This is critical because the stronger your internal sense of value, the less dependent you become on external validation or approval. The beauty of this approach lies in its universality. Whether you are preparing for a job interview, facing a difficult conversation, or simply navigating the mundane demands of daily life, your appearance becomes an invisible armor, giving you the quiet confidence to act decisively. It is, as Frankl would describe, a silent form of meaning-making. Each choice you make in presenting yourself reflects your recognition of your own worth, which directly strengthens your motivation to pursue goals and overcome challenges. As we speak about it, we will explore the direct connection between caring for your appearance and internal motivation, showing how these silent habits influence mindset, emotional resilience, and the way you navigate obstacles in both personal and professional life.
Caring for your appearance is not just about looking good. It is fundamentally intertwined with your internal motivation and emotional resilience. Viktor Frankl emphasized that humans are meaning-seeking beings, And how we treat ourselves is one of the most powerful signals we send to our subconscious about whether we are worthy of that meaning. Every time you choose to dress neatly, organize your personal space, or maintain personal hygiene, you reinforce a sense of self-worth that motivates action. This creates a feedback loop. Self-care boosts confidence, confidence drives purposeful action, and purposeful action strengthens your sense of meaning. Think of it like a muscle. Motivation is not something that always comes naturally. It must be trained. Just as you exercise your body to develop strength and endurance, your mind requires cues to cultivate discipline, focus, and determination. Your appearance acts as a simple, daily cue for that mental training. When you consistently take care of yourself, you are sending repeated signals to your brain. I am worth effort. I am capable. I deserve success. This silent, often overlooked practice can dramatically change the trajectory of your day. People underestimate how much their self-image affects decision-making, persistence, and even creativity. The way you present yourself can influence how you feel, how you think, and ultimately how you act. Consider the analogy of a well-tended garden. Neglect your garden and weeds overrun it. Neglect yourself and self-doubt, procrastination, and low energy take root. But when you consistently water, prune, and care for the plants, the garden flourishes. Similarly, when you maintain your appearance and honor your self-care routines, your mind becomes fertile ground for focus, ambition, and resilience. These small, deliberate actions cultivate a sense of personal dignity that sustains you through challenges. The act of choosing to present yourself with care, even when circumstances are difficult, is a demonstration of internal mastery. Let's take an actionable exercise. For 1 week, create a self-respect checklist. Include grooming, clothing choices, posture, and daily movement. Every morning, complete the checklist with intention. Notice how your energy, focus, and confidence change as you consistently honor these small acts of care. Document your observations in a journal. You'll begin to see a correlation between your physical presentation and your mental clarity. This is not superficial, it is a scientifically supported principle. Studies in behavioral psychology show that when people engage in deliberate self-presentation, they experience improved self-esteem, reduced anxiety, and enhanced motivation. Another critical point is the social dimension. While your primary audience is yourself, human interaction reinforces your internal state. A person who respects themselves through appearance is often perceived as more competent, approachable, and credible. This external recognition can amplify internal motivation, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces purpose and meaning. However, the key is consistency. These effects are cumulative. The more consistently you demonstrate care for your appearance, the more ingrained the habit becomes, and the more automatic the confidence and resilience. As we move, we will examine the deeper psychological mechanisms behind this process, connecting appearance, mindset, and decision-making. We will explore practical strategies to maintain this form of silent self-respect even in stressful situations, and how these techniques can transform challenges into opportunities for growth.
The connection between appearance and inner strength is deeply rooted in psychological principles. Viktor Frankl taught that while we cannot always control external circumstances, we have absolute control over how we respond. This concept extends to how we present ourselves. Appearance is a tangible expression of our inner state. When nurtured intentionally, it reinforces self-respect and signals to our subconscious that we are capable of handling challenges. In essence, caring for yourself becomes a daily, visible practice of autonomy and resilience. Psychologists describe this as embodied cognition, the idea that the body influences the mind. When you maintain good posture, wear clothing that reflects your personal values, and take pride in grooming, you are effectively training your brain to adopt a mindset of competence, focus, and confidence. It is similar to how an actor inhabits a role. The external actions prime the internal state. Even in moments of stress, these small acts of care can help anchor your mindset, reducing impulsive reactions and increasing emotional control. This silent signaling creates a powerful buffer against negative thought patterns that undermine motivation. To implement this in daily life, begin with what Frankl might call micro-commitments. These are small, intentional actions that reinforce self-respect and purpose. Examples include choosing your outfit the night before, maintaining a neat workspace, practicing mindful grooming, and taking 5 minutes to adjust posture and breathing before starting the day. Each micro-commitment is a tangible affirmation. I am worthy of care. I am prepared to face the day. Over time, these actions accumulate, strengthening not only self-esteem, but also self-discipline, a key ingredient for achieving long-term goals. An analogy can help. Think of your personal presentation as the framework of a building. The quality of the structure determines the building's ability to withstand storms. Similarly, the habits you form around appearance and self-care build the framework for mental fortitude. When life presents challenges, this framework supports decision-making, focus, and perseverance. You can't control every external factor, but you can control how well your internal foundation has been maintained. This is the essence of silent empowerment. Creating strength that is visible not in flashy gestures, but in the calm, grounded presence you bring to every situation. Another practical insight: combine appearance care with reflective practices like journaling or mindfulness. After maintaining grooming and presentation routines, take a moment to reflect on how these actions make you feel and how they affect your interactions. This reinforces the cognitive link between self-respect, motivation, and external behavior. You will notice a growing internal momentum. The more you honor yourself quietly, the stronger your ability to approach challenges with clarity, confidence, and resilience.
Maintaining self-respect through appearance is one thing when life is calm, but the real test comes under pressure. Stress, fatigue, and external challenges often lead people to neglect self-care, allowing their inner confidence to waver. Yet, Viktor Frankl's teachings remind us that meaning and purpose are forged most strongly in adversity. The way we present ourselves during these moments, through deliberate attention to grooming, posture, and attire, becomes a silent act of defiance against chaos. It says to ourselves and to the world, I still matter. I still have control over what I can control. This is the essence of silent resilience, a principle that transforms everyday self-care into a psychological anchor in turbulent times. To sustain this under pressure, it helps to develop routines that are simple, consistent, and portable. For example, create a minimal self-care kit with essentials like grooming items, a fresh outfit, or even small tools to maintain hygiene and presentation on the go. When traveling, facing deadlines, or navigating high-stress situations, this kit ensures that you can uphold your standards even when circumstances are demanding. It may seem trivial, but consistency in these small habits maintains a baseline of dignity and self-respect that underpins your mindset. Each action becomes a statement. You are capable of control, even when the external world feels unpredictable. Another key strategy is mental rehearsal. Just as athletes visualize peak performance, you can visualize yourself responding to challenges while maintaining composure, confidence, and care for your appearance. Picture yourself walking into a difficult meeting, arriving at a stressful appointment, or handling conflict while looking intentional, collected, and poised. This mental rehearsal strengthens the neural pathways connecting external presentation and internal resilience. Over time, this makes it easier to embody these qualities automatically, reducing stress and enhancing motivation when real-world pressure strikes. It is also important to combine appearance care with micro-meditations on self-worth. Take moments throughout the day to pause, straighten your posture, adjust your clothing, or smooth your hair while silently affirming your value. Statements like, "I am capable," "I deserve respect," or "I am present in this moment," reinforce the internal dialogue that fuels motivation and self-esteem. This is a direct application of Frankl's philosophy. Even when external freedom is limited, internal freedom, your attitude, choices, and self-respect remains fully in your control. Each micro-action compounds over time, building a resilient mental state that is difficult to disrupt regardless of external circumstances. Social perception also plays a subtle but important role. When you consistently maintain your appearance under stress, you send signals to others that you are composed, competent, and reliable. This can improve professional interactions, negotiations, and even interpersonal relationships. The more consistent your silent self-care, the more automatic this perception becomes, which further strengthens your own internal motivation and sense of agency. You create a feedback loop in which your internal confidence fuels external effectiveness, and external recognition reinforces internal strength. Finally, adopting a mindset of reflection ensures that these practices remain meaningful rather than mechanical. After stressful events, take a moment to observe how maintaining self-care influenced your confidence, decision-making, and interactions. Note any differences in your mindset compared to moments when self-care was neglected. This reflective habit helps internalize the connection between appearance, self-respect, and personal resilience. It makes self-care an intentional strategy rather than a superficial routine. By embracing this approach, you transform daily grooming, dressing, and posture into tools of empowerment, motivation, and emotional strength.
The impact of self-care on long-term achievement is often underestimated. Maintaining your appearance is not merely about looking polished. It is a strategic investment in your mental clarity, discipline, and motivation, qualities essential for reaching ambitious goals. Viktor Frankl's philosophy emphasizes that purpose is the ultimate driver of human resilience. When you pair purpose with deliberate self-care, your appearance becomes a physical manifestation of your commitment to that purpose. Each morning you groom, dress intentionally, and maintain your posture. You are sending a signal to your subconscious. I am preparing myself to act effectively, to pursue my goals, and to honor my potential. This alignment between appearance and purpose is both symbolic and practical. One powerful mechanism behind this is habit stacking. By linking appearance-related routines to goal-oriented activities, you create a chain of behaviors that reinforce discipline and consistency. For example, begin your day with grooming, followed immediately by reviewing your top priorities, and then commit to tackling the most important task first. Over time, this sequence becomes automatic, and your sense of competence grows. The external act of self-care primes your internal state for focused, goal-directed action. It is a subtle but profoundly effective way to bridge intention and execution. Appearance-driven self-care also strengthens what psychologists call self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to accomplish tasks. Every time you maintain your personal presentation despite challenges, you reinforce the internal narrative that you are capable of exerting control over your life. This confidence carries over into decision-making, risk-taking, and resilience in the face of setbacks. Consider two individuals facing the same challenge. One who neglects self-care may feel disoriented, anxious, and reactive. The other, having established a routine of intentional grooming and presentation, steps into the challenge with composure, clarity, and purpose. That difference in internal state, cultivated silently through appearance, can determine success or stagnation. Practical application involves a structured system. Start by auditing your daily habits, noting where self-care can be intentionally integrated. This might include regular wardrobe organization, weekly grooming rituals, posture exercises, and mindful reflection on self-worth. Set measurable objectives, such as maintaining a polished appearance for a week and journaling the impact on your confidence and productivity. Pair these routines with goal tracking strategies to see the cumulative effect. This approach transforms self-care from a passive routine into an active tool for personal growth, motivation, and achievement. Another dimension is emotional regulation. When your appearance is consistent with your self-respect, it provides a stabilizing effect on emotions. Small acts like wearing clean, well-fitting clothes or practicing mindful grooming anchor your mind, reducing susceptibility to self-doubt and impulsive decisions. This stability is critical when pursuing long-term goals, as it allows you to maintain consistency, focus, and persistence over time. In essence, appearance becomes an emotional lever, amplifying your capacity for self-discipline and meaningful action.
Sustainable self-respect through appearance requires integration into a lifestyle, not just isolated routines. Viktor Frankl emphasized that meaning arises from consistent, intentional action, even in the smallest gestures. By embedding appearance-focused self-care into your daily life, you create a foundation that supports confidence, resilience, and motivation over the long term. The key is viewing self-care not as a superficial or occasional indulgence, but as an essential tool for personal mastery and life management. One of the most effective approaches is to combine self-care with structured goal setting. Begin each week by outlining personal and professional objectives, and then pair these with appearance rituals that reinforce commitment. For example, if you have a challenging presentation, select clothing that makes you feel authoritative. Practice posture and presence exercises, and engage in grooming rituals that prepare you mentally. These actions not only boost external confidence, but also signal to your brain that you are prepared to face challenges deliberately and competently. Consistency is critical. Develop anchor routines, unchanging habits that maintain your presentation and self-respect regardless of circumstance. This might include morning grooming rituals, weekly wardrobe audits, and mindful posture exercises. The goal is to make these actions automatic, removing the friction of choice so that self-care becomes an effortless reflection of your internal discipline. This creates a long-term feedback loop. Consistent self-care strengthens self-respect, which fuels motivation, which reinforces consistency in habits, creating a resilient system for growth and achievement. A practical exercise involves reflection and adaptation. At the end of each week, assess how your appearance-focused habits affected your confidence, focus, and interactions. Did wearing intentional clothing or maintaining grooming routines improve your emotional state or productivity? Identify patterns and adapt your routines to enhance impact. This reflective process transforms self-care from mechanical action into strategic behavior that drives both internal and external success. Appearance-focused self-care also reinforces identity. When you consistently present yourself with dignity, you are continuously reminding yourself of who you aspire to be: disciplined, confident, and purposeful. This internal identity acts as a guiding framework for decision-making, ensuring that choices align with long-term goals and values. Over time, maintaining self-respect through appearance shapes not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself, creating a self-reinforcing loop of confidence, motivation, and achievement. Finally, integrate self-care with emotional and mental resilience practices. Combine appearance habits with mindfulness, reflection, and journaling. Use small rituals, like adjusting posture and affirming self-worth, to anchor your mind and regulate emotions. By integrating these practices into daily life, you transform self-care into a holistic system that empowers, motivates, and sustains you through challenges, setbacks, and successes alike. In the next seconds, we will explore advanced strategies for leveraging silent self-respect to maximize leadership potential, influence others positively, and achieve peak performance in all areas of life, ensuring that self-care becomes the cornerstone of both personal fulfillment and professional excellence. Once you have established appearance-focused self-care as a foundation, the next step is leveraging it to amplify your leadership potential and influence. Viktor Frankl emphasized that meaning is found through purposeful action, and one of the most powerful ways to act purposefully is by modeling self-respect and discipline. When you consistently care for yourself and maintain intentional presentation, you send silent signals of confidence, credibility, and inner strength. Others naturally take cues from those who exhibit confidence through both action and appearance, creating opportunities to inspire and lead without a single word. Leadership is not just about authority or position, it is about presence. Presence combines how you carry yourself, how you are perceived, and how your internal state influences interactions. When you dress intentionally, groom with care, and maintain posture and composure, you project consistency and reliability. People respond unconsciously to these cues, often associating polished presentation with competence and self-assurance. This does not mean vanity. It means using appearance as a tool to communicate internal discipline and self-worth. Every handshake, every glance, and every interaction becomes an extension of your silent leadership. Practical application starts with awareness. Conduct a personal audit of your presence. Evaluate how your daily grooming, clothing choices, posture, and energy influence the way you are perceived. Identify areas for improvement and create routines that strengthen these elements. For instance, if you notice that slouched posture diminishes your perceived authority, integrate posture exercises into your daily routine. If inconsistent grooming undermines confidence, establish simple rituals that ensure consistency. The cumulative effect is remarkable. Your internal sense of control reinforces external perception, and external perception reinforces internal confidence. Another critical principle is emotional regulation. Leaders are judged not just on knowledge or skill, but on composure under pressure. Appearance-focused self-care acts as a stabilizing anchor during stressful situations. A polished, intentional presence enhances emotional resilience, reduces impulsive reactions, and strengthens decision-making. Combining this with mental rehearsal, visualizing yourself handling high-stakes situations with composure and presence,
creates a feedback loop that enhances both performance and influence. Leadership, therefore, becomes less about external commands and more about embodying a standard that others unconsciously aspire to emulate. To cultivate influence further, consider micro-rituals of preparation before tea interactions. For example, 5 minutes of posture alignment, mindful breathing, and visualizing success before a presentation primes both your mind and body. Align your clothing and grooming with the image you wish to project, reinforcing your internal state while sending a consistent message to others. These intentional actions amplify credibility and authority, allowing you to influence without confrontation or assertion. Over time, this silent approach to leadership strengthens relationships, builds trust, and fosters opportunities for growth that stem from presence rather than force. As we transition to something already known, we will explore the connection between appearance, self-respect, and long-term personal and professional mastery. We will examine how maintaining these habits consistently not only enhances influence, but also fuels sustained motivation, purpose, and fulfillment in all areas of life.
Sustaining self-respect and influence over the long term requires integrating appearance-focused habits into a broader system of personal mastery. Viktor Frankl's philosophy reminds us that freedom and meaning come from choice, and the choices we make consistently define our lives. Appearance, though silent, is a daily choice that reflects self-respect and reinforces purpose. When embedded into a structured lifestyle, these choices act as a stabilizing framework, supporting motivation, decision-making, and resilience over the long term. One practical approach is to combine appearance-focused routines with long-term goal planning. Start by identifying core objectives, career, relationships, health, and personal growth, and then align your self-care practices with these goals. For example, if your aim is to excel in your career, ensure your wardrobe, grooming, and overall presence reflect the professional standard you aspire to achieve. Each act of self-care becomes a tangible signal to yourself and others that you are serious about your purpose, bridging intention with consistent action. Another strategy involves embedding reflection into your routines. After completing self-care rituals, take a few minutes to journal about your mindset, confidence, and energy levels. Note how presentation influences your interactions and performance. This reflective habit strengthens the link between appearance and internal motivation, ensuring that your practices remain intentional rather than mechanical. Over time, these small reflections compound, creating heightened self-awareness, stronger emotional regulation, and enhanced decision-making capacity. Appearance-focused self-care also strengthens resilience against setbacks. Life inevitably presents challenges, but when you maintain grooming, posture, and personal standards even under stress, you reinforce a baseline of dignity and competence. These habits act as invisible armor, buffering emotional and psychological strain, and sustaining motivation even in adversity. The result is a self-reinforcing cycle. Self-care strengthens confidence, confidence supports perseverance, and perseverance reinforces purpose and achievement. Integration with social and professional interactions is equally important. Consistency in appearance not only strengthens internal discipline, but also communicates reliability, competence, and credibility to others. This enhances relationships, fosters trust, and opens doors to opportunities that may otherwise remain inaccessible. Over time, your personal presentation becomes synonymous with your identity, a person who is disciplined, intentional, and purposeful, which naturally amplifies influence, leadership, and personal fulfillment.
Bringing everything together, the most powerful lesson is that appearance-focused self-care is far more than superficial. It is a silent, actionable expression of self-respect, internal motivation, and purpose. Viktor Frankl emphasized that meaning arises from choice,
And the choices we make about how we present ourselves through grooming, clothing, posture, and intentional presence directly shape our mindset, resilience, and interactions with the world. This is the essence of quiet empowerment, transforming small daily rituals into a foundation for lifelong personal and professional mastery. To create a sustainable system, begin with consistency. Develop a daily self-care routine that addresses grooming, posture, clothing, and presence. These routines should be simple but deliberate, repeated each day to form automatic habits. Pair these actions with reflective practices such as journaling or mindfulness to reinforce the link between external presentation and internal state. Over time, the combination of intentional action and reflection strengthens self-worth, emotional resilience, and motivation, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of confidence and purpose. Next, integrate appearance-focused self-care with goal-oriented behaviors. Every choice, from selecting clothing to maintaining grooming habits, becomes a tool to signal to yourself and others that you are prepared, capable, and intentional. Habit stacking, linking grooming with priority setting, planning, or visualization exercises amplifies the effect, ensuring that self-care contributes directly to productivity, focus, and achievement. Small, deliberate actions compound over time, transforming personal presentation into a strategic lever for long-term success. Leadership and influence naturally emerge from this system. People unconsciously respond to those who exhibit discipline, consistency, and self-respect through appearance. By modeling intentionality, composure, and presence, you inspire confidence in others, foster trust, and enhance your capacity to lead silently yet effectively. The combination of internal mastery and external representation allows you to navigate professional, social, and personal challenges with authority and integrity.